So the total investment for all that's gonna be $7,000.
$7,000?
Yeah. 7?
Bro, the reason I'm here is because I'm not making a lot of money. What makes you think I can afford that?
Well, who said I thought you could afford it? What if I told you the reason you were here isn't because you are making a lot of money? What if I told you that?
What do you mean?
Well, how do you make money as a sales rep?
You call people and close them.
Make sales, right? So how do you make sales? How do you close them?
You convince them, you reframe them.
Yeah, I mean, fucking being good at sales is probably a good start. Because if we don't have the money, does that mean the fucking tooth fairy stole it in the middle of the night and ran away? Or is it probably because we have to focus on getting better at sales, the skill set, in order to be able to make more money and have more money? Which one?
Yeah, but the skills, of course.
Exactly. And trust me, I would not say that to you if I didn't care. Like I said, out of love. Even that's a little bit harsh. Because then the question I have for you is like, what do you think happens if we keep focusing on the symptom of not having?
So Andres is really, really good at his objection handling because he asks very skilled questions to reframe the prospect and get them to admit themselves why they should move forward. And it's a very effective persuasive technique. Andres is very good at this now. He's a little condescending, but you really only have to master this type of stuff if you're doing high ticket closing like he's doing. So remote high ticket closing was really popularized over the last few years, and I honestly hate it. It's like, I really don't recommend it. This is what Andres does is everybody's being sold this dream to be a high ticket closer, which is a remote job where you basically sell courses for a course seller. So you take sales calls like this and you sell a $3,000 to $10,000 program and you can make 10K a month and you can work anywhere. But guys, honestly, it is grueling. This is coming from somebody that had a high paying B2B corporate tech sales job in medical device. I pivoted out of it, started coaching programs. I sold hundreds of thousands myself, and then I hired and trained sales teams to do that. This is what's known as B2C, business to consumer sales. And guys, it sucks. It's so emotional and everybody has such limiting beliefs. And there are very few people like Andres that actually succeed in this. Everybody's being sold the dream that you can just jump into it and make a lot of money. And I'll be honest, after doing this for years, there's been very few people I've met that consistently make $10,000 a month selling online with this. So instead of just trying to jump into a cash grab, like actually get into a actual sales career. Do like a sophisticated B2B sales role that's high paying, that entry level people can get into. For example, I got into medical device sales out of college. All I had was Best Buy retail experience. I broke in at age 23. I was making about $75K a year. And literally in 10 months, I was promoted to a senior rep position where I made about $180,000 in my first year at age 24. But if you're gravitating towards high ticket closing because you don't have a lot of experience, get into entry level positions in B2B tech sales roles. Look into ADP, look into Enterprise Rent-A-Car, look into Paychex, look into Cintas, look into UniFirst. There are so many companies out there that take kids from college. You could start out as a junior rep for a software company as a business development rep. Or if you're fresh out of college like me, you could break into medical device sales in a junior rep role. But it actually offers you a long-term career, especially if you ever want stability, if you ever want a W-2 income. Plus, the lifestyle was fantastic. I was out in the field each day, I was meeting people face to face, and I was making insane money for my mid-20s. So coming from somebody who's literally done both, very few people succeed